Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. So we're going to be doing varashta, this type of varashta, right? Um, I'm going to put this at 3 ascendancies. Here's 4th, um, which a lot of people won't quite get to, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, so for me, let's say I want to come up here. Set 2 will go here, here. Because we don't care about spell damage, we care about area effect, right? Now we go back to main. Or we can do set 1 to do this mains. And then set 1s will fill up set 1s with these to main. Because we want that jewel socket to set 2. To have that, right? Oh yeah, we want that. To back to our main, right? And then basically doing this to do this, right? And then we want this. Then back to set 1s to get this. Right? And then right? And then now we're out of set 1 nodes, right? But it's fine. Boom. Those help, and then invocation. We're not really doing invocation, right? So, boom. And then, but we do want to do these. We do want this. We do want this. So we have 58 nodes left to get, right? Now we're at 50 nodes, right? Three, one, two. That's for attacks. If that only wasn't attacks, that would be so good. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start attacking this area. Now we get this. We want the skill speed, right? So we have this, right? And here's the beautiful part, right? We just take that 30% crit bonus, and then we do this, this, and where are we at now? 25 points left, right? Well, there's a lot of that invocated spells, right? So we can't get rid, don't really want to fuck with that. Now, chances are they're going to change some things around, right? But for right now, we're very, very good in a very good spot. Like, all of these are extremely valuable. And then, boom, we found a way to sneak that in. Now we're at 20, right? Which, at this point, I mean, with 7 points of weapon set, too, that we're just not really utilizing to our fullest, we would be like, what, 86 ish? 87, 88, 89, 91, 92, right? And then you could do something like ridiculous, like boom, 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 boom. Oh, you could do something ridiculous like 45 fastest start and boom, right? And you're at the level, let's say, 96, 7, 8, 9. And then you're just one off of this, which is fine. Like, you probably sacrifice this to grab this, because at this point, your mana regen game is not that bad. I will be posting this on, once I have the video up, I'll probably post this in the comments. Here we go. Let me edit. Okay, so here we go. For gems, obviously, I'm not leaving them at 5 links, right? I'm just doing what to me is going to be super, super good. Cast on crit, comment, and then we are going super critical to have, when we're doing comments on bosses, is hitting them and clearing them, right? We want to hit and clear. More damage, frost damage we do, more we freeze, right? I want to add a caveat, right? Because I kind of messed this up a little bit, right? Because we did waste some here, right? And 3 points there, right? We take these 4 points, we put one there, and then we come over here, and this would be more offensive. Freeze build up, cold damage, freeze build up. Damage with hits against frozen enemies. Also, hits ignore non-negative elemental resistances of frozen enemies. I would actually do this and then do that instead, right, of those 4 points. And that would have extremely good outcome. I just don't know how to just take off these points. Oh, and then we also have a deficit of 3 points there. I'd probably, I don't know, consider finding 3 points from somewhere. That's 30%. That's 30% there, and then you just need to find one. You take that off, right? And there we go. That's how we fix this, right? Some people be upset, but that's how I'm going to leave it for now. Atlas tree. Oh boy. Atlas tree is useless now. Give us the new Atlas tree, and we're good. Although I imagine for shits and giggles, right? Rerolling favors. I think that will be what I go after, right? And then try and figure out how to. I think I do this, right? Right? If that was, if those are all still there in the new Atlas system, that's absolutely what I'm going to be doing, right? It is changing. There's going to be the super Atlas that we're getting like 300-ish points, 200-ish points, and boom. But anyways, anyways, my focus is going to be on re-rolling favors at a reduced cost, right? And then ritual favors in your map have a... I may not do that, but we could do whatever we can do to get more stuff, right? Two additional wildwood monsters. 20% intention. So basically, doing all that, I don't know. But time will tell. So we have 8 points here, right? I'd just be happy with that to start. Um, to be honest, and then the rest of that is whatever. Like all what I care about most is for ritual is re-rolling the favors so I can get more chances at it being like a headhunter somehow. And then the other thing would be how to generate that favor so I can re-roll like a champ, right? Um, all in all, pretty strong, pretty good. Let's go over to some of my target gear, right? Is Midnight Braid here. You get a headhunter, you're going to be using a headhunter. You could use Ingenuity, but here I have this just as a mana boost if we do go, because we go Elemental Mom, that's going to help. and then Choir of Storms, you know, extra cast on crits. If not, we're going for like a crit bonus, elemental resist, gold amulet would be pretty decent. That Choir of the Storms can be strong too, and then yeah, it is what it is, right? And then for charms, I'm thinking can't be stunned, can't be frozen, and then curses. Lavanya spirits that could be decent, or you just go for the extremely super good mana flask to help. Um, all in all, this set should go into the end game with relative ease. Once you get cast on crit just being good, um, you're not going to have this stuff to start the end game probably. Basically, what I do is I save my currency, I save up. If it's a big piece, like I don't buy this unless I really, really want it early. But basically, I save up for more year. That's the biggest piece of this, to be honest. A more year Invictus, and then I like having elemental resist, so I go for this. There might be better mods that they unlock with patch notes coming up, but it is what it is. They could absolutely ruin cast on crit, and I may be doing more of a pure spark, arc, whatever. Probably spark. Hopefully they buff spark. Um, and then another idea I have would be to get a like 300% widow hell. Let's see if I can do this. Like, say we get 250, maybe 275 with corruption. Uniques. What about Kaderos? Oh, that's each arrow fired. I was thinking it was projectile, like always. Um, I'm trying to think, right? Base items. You could go penetrating quiver, right? But I mean, I don't know. Because that's for attacks, right? We could just go that and then. Maybe it's suffix. I'm pretty sure it's +2, right? And then we go. like that's not going to spawn. This is the hard part, right? Is basically going through this and now we could try doing some quiver crafting with Abyss. Maybe we could get some of this stuff to drop. Um, but I'm gonna leave it at that, right? You want projectile speed, projectile damage, and projectile skills, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that, and then it is how it is. Regards to ritual. Placeholder until updated. Alright, so there we go. It is what it is at the end of the day. If it does not get nerfed into the ground, period. If so, we'll be doing a non-CoC version of Spark. Okay, so here we go. Bada bing, bada fucking boom. And let's look at this, right? If this isn't meta energy, right, that we're having to get, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 13. 14, 15, 16, 17 points. Right? And then, so with those 17 points, we easily can get over to here. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 if you wanted. But I kind of like the elemental approach, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dual socket, 13, 14, 15, and then that enables you to instill something like this. And then like that, and then whatever it is, what it is, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come down here, get this, and then over What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then just being one short of, and it is what it is, right? Not bad conversion for it, but it is what it is. So, anyways, y'all, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Let me go ahead and there we go. I have the link copied. If anyone wants to entertain it. Again, this may be bait to get nerfed, so that's why I say I don't think Spark's getting nerfed. I think Spark's going to be buffed. I'd like to see stuff like Spark, Arc, all spells get buffed. And then having fun with it. I don't know. Could be bait. Could be they could be like, hey, we're gonna nerf the shit out of all spells builds. Go ahead and slogfest until you get companion zoo lancers and go be a MA monk, and then it is what it is, right? We could be running into that. I hope not. I hope it's going to be a fun league, a diversity league, which I think there's going to be a good bit of that. But without patch notes, there's nothing that any content, whether it's Fubgun, Rutu, Lily, Hog, whoever, right? Karn, whoever's the big shot streamer, right? They're all typically saying until patch notes, nothing we can do. You can just make a generalized assumption that your build's probably on the nerfing block if it's overly powerful, right? It's not until we get patch notes that we can theorize. So what I'm actually doing is I'm theorizing this because I'm like, okay, I've spent time theorizing what currently could be great at ritual. I'm thinking Spark. Maybe I go more of a Spark build. That is fine. I just addicted to cast on crit. If cast on crit just squeezes by without getting nerfed by being by the freaking boom, we know which way to go. But if it gets massively nerfed and Spark gets buffed, I'm just going to roll Spark, y'all. Spark, cold Spark, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. But anyways, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, be well, do well, and most importantly, treat others well now. Oh yeah, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think or not, what you like or don't like with it. Help the algorithm. Till next time, y'all. Be well.